Lil Durk has been arrested on federal charges in a murder-for-hire plot. From the gritty streets of Chicago to Grammy nominations, Lil Durk's journey has been both inspiring and turbulent. Known for pioneering the Chicago drill scene, he has captivated millions with his music, portraying a raw, authentic voice that resonates with those who understand his struggles. Yet, amid his triumphs, his life has also been a revolving door of challenges, recently culminating in serious legal trouble. His October 2024 arrest on federal murder charges marks a turning point in his career, making many wonder if the artist who once aimed for greatness is on a path that could end in tragedy. In this journey, Lil Durk from Grammy to Crash Out Dummy is not just a title but a story that reflects the highs and lows of fame, talent, and choice. As a Grammy-nominated artist, Lil Durk has risen to stardom with songs that are as much about survival as success. Lil Durk from Grammy to Crash Out Dummy may sound harsh, but it underscores the duality of his life, an artist celebrated for his talent and authenticity, yet hindered by recurring legal entanglements. In this essay, we'll explore the journey that has led Lil Durk from the recording studio to the courthouse, a career oscillating between art and adversity. Lil Durk, born Dirk Banks, was raised in the south side of Chicago, an area notorious for violence, poverty, and systemic challenges. Growing up, he witnessed hardship at every turn. His father, Dante Banks, was sentenced to life in prison when Durk was young, leaving him to shoulder responsibilities well before he was ready. These experiences shaped his worldview and became fuel for his music. Durk's career began in 2011 with the release of a few tracks that resonated with local listeners. However, it was his 2013 song, This Ain't What You Want, that propelled him onto the national stage. Its success was tied to its honesty, with lyrics that painted a vivid picture of Chicago's streets, struggles, and Durk's survival within them. Durk was soon recognized as a prominent voice in drill music, a genre characterized by gritty, confrontational lyrics and beats that mirrored the tense environments where it originated. Through consistency, Durk signed with major labels like Def Jam, which helped him reach a broader audience. His raw and relatable stories became his trademark, drawing fans who saw their own lives reflected in his lyrics. While his background and content were dark, they were also undeniably compelling. Songs like What's Your Life Like and Like Maine expanded his reach, marking him as a talent with potential beyond drill music. If you're enjoying this video so far, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Durk's career evolved as he began collaborating with high-profile artists, including Drake, with whom he released the hit single Laugh Now Cry Later in 2020. The song's success transcended boundaries, showing that Durk had the ability to connect with a mainstream audience. This marked a pivotal moment for his career, not only gaining him more fans, but also setting him apart as a multifaceted artist with ambitions beyond Chicago's drill scene. This transition also led to Grammy recognition. Lil Durk became more than a rapper, he was an artist whose journey captured resilience, ambition, and struggle. His music, previously confined to the niche of drill, was now celebrated for its ability to translate a gritty reality into art that resonated universally. His Grammy nominations represented not only his individual growth, but also his elevation of drill music to a respected place in mainstream hip-hop. Durk's success was not just about the accolades. It represented hope for many young people who looked up to him as proof that they could escape difficult circumstances. However, fame didn't fully detach him from his past, and his connection to the streets continued to cast a shadow over his achievements. Even as Lil Durk's music career soared, his life continued to be plagued by legal issues. In 2019, he was involved in a high-profile case in Atlanta, where he faced multiple felony charges, including attempted murder. Though he maintained his innocence, the case brought him considerable stress and negative attention. His involvement in these situations raised questions about his lifestyle and the people he surrounded himself with. Durk's loyalty to his roots has always been both his strength and his Achilles heel. Unlike many celebrities who distance themselves from their past, Durk remained deeply tied to the people and places that shaped him. This loyalty, however, often placed him in precarious situations, reinforcing the public's perception of him as a talented artist with a dangerous lifestyle. Despite the legal challenges, Durk managed to maintain his career and continued producing music that resonated with fans. Yet, his commitment to his roots and past associations left him vulnerable, a reality that became evident with his recent arrest. Rapper Lil Durk, known for his Grammy win in 2024 for Best Melodic Rap Performance for All My Life featuring J. Cole, now faces serious legal trouble. Durk, whose real name is Dirk Banks, was arrested in Florida on charges that he allegedly financed an attempted revenge plot to kill fellow rapper Quando Rondo in Los Angeles. This shocking accusation connects to the tragic 2022 shooting that took the life of Rondo's cousin, Xavier Robinson, at a gas station. This attack, authorities say, was an organized attempt to settle a deadly feud tied to the death of Durk's close friend and fellow rapper, King Von. In an affidavit, FBI agents described how Durk, along with 5 members of his rap crew, only the family OTF coordinated the murder-for-hire plot. The chain of events began after OTF rapper King Von, one of Durk's closest allies, was killed in a fight with Rondo's entourage in Atlanta in 2020. And court records say that the death of King Von deeply affected Durk, and over time he made it known he would pay a bounty to anyone who killed Rondo in retaliation. According to the FBI, this offer set the stage for a chain of violent events that led to Robinson's death. The plan allegedly came together on August 18, 2022, when Durk's associates learned Rondo was in Los Angeles. Using funds Durk reportedly provided, several members of OTF, including DeAndre Wilson, Keith Jones, David Lindsay, and Asa Houston, flew to California and met Keon Grant, another top OTF figure who helped them organize the attack. Upon arriving in LA, the team received ski masks, hotel accommodations, and rented cars for their mission. Court documents indicate that Durk remained cautious, advising his associates not to book any flights under names that could link back to him. On August 19th, the group allegedly tracked Rondo and Robinson across Los Angeles, ultimately following them to a gas station near the Beverly Center. As Robinson stood outside the vehicle, the attackers opened fire, killing him. Though they missed Rondo, the shooters fled the scene and regrouped at an In-N-Out Burger before leaving LA. The following day, they reportedly received payments for the job. The FBI affidavit describes that after the attack, Durk made plans to escape, booking flights to Dubai, Switzerland, and later a private flight to Italy, though authorities apprehended him in Miami before he could board. In response to the arrest, U.S. Attorney Martin Estrada described the shooting as a cold-blooded murder that endangered numerous lives at a busy gas station, calling it a devastating example of violent crime. Estrada and the FBI expressed zero tolerance for such actions, particularly in cases involving high-profile figures like Durk, whose influence and resources make these crimes especially harmful to communities. Durk's legal team has not commented publicly, and OTF members await their day in court as they face severe charges that could result in lengthy sentences. For Durk, this arrest marks the latest in a series of legal battles, including a dismissed 2019 case related to a drive-by shooting in Atlanta. Meanwhile, the backlash extends beyond the courtroom. Community leaders in the Chicago suburbs, where Durk's charity Neighborhood Heroes Foundation has been active, have withdrawn their support. The mayor of Broadview rescinded a previously awarded key to the city, citing community outrage and a higher standard of behavior expected from role models like Durk. These new allegations, while unproven, highlight the challenges Durk faces not only as an artist but as a prominent figure in both the music industry and his local community. While supporters await further updates, the case casts a shadow over his recent Grammy win and jeopardizes the career he has spent years building. Lil Durk has long been a defining figure in the hip-hop subgenre known as drill music, which originated in Chicago. His music reflects the harsh realities of street life, encompassing themes of violence, loss, survival, and resilience. Drill music, often characterized by its gritty beats and raw lyrics, gives voice to Chicago's disenfranchised communities, and Lil Durk's lyrics often detail his personal experiences growing up in a challenging environment. His early work with singles like Dis Ain't What You Want and 52 Bars garnered attention for its unapologetic storytelling and energetic delivery, which resonated with many young listeners. Despite legal battles, including past weapon charges, Durk continued to build a name for himself in the industry, creating a unique niche that set him apart from other rappers. His perseverance paid off in 2020 when his career reached a turning point with his feature on Drake's hit single Laugh Now Cry Later, which exposed him to a broader audience and earned him acclaim from mainstream listeners. Following this, Durk dropped his album The Voice, where he took on a more introspective approach, reflecting on his personal growth, struggles, and the death of his friend and collaborator King Von. Durk's influence expanded as he gained critical and commercial success, including his Grammy win for All My Life. His success brought attention to other drill artists from Chicago, positioning him as a bridge between mainstream rap and Chicago's underground scene. By uplifting other drill artists, Durk brought this raw and intense music style to a larger audience, but he also became a target for controversies. given the often violent and confrontational themes in drill lyrics. Durk's connection with King Von played a significant role in both his personal life and his music. King Von, a highly influential rapper from Chicago's South Side, rose quickly in the drill scene and was known for his detailed storytelling style. His unexpected death in 2020 deeply affected Durk and intensified his commitment to keeping Von's legacy alive through his music. This tragedy resonated widely within the hip-hop community, casting a spotlight on the often dangerous lives that drill artists lead, both within and outside their music. Durk's music after Von's passing frequently referenced his grief and anger, and songs like Backdoor explored themes of betrayal and loyalty. This narrative contributed to his image as a fiercely loyal friend, but also raised questions about whether his music perpetuates cycles of violence. Critics argue that the drill music scene often glamorizes street life, creating a complicated legacy where art imitates life and, in turn, influences it. Despite these criticisms, supporters argue that drill music is simply a mirror reflecting the harsh realities of the communities it emerges from. The reaction to Durk's recent arrest has been mixed. Fans of Lil Durk express disbelief and sadness, hoping that he is innocent of the charges, while others are disillusioned by the news, questioning if Durk's involvement in the case shows a darker side to the rapper. As one of the most successful drill artists, Durk's journey has become symbolic for many young people from challenging backgrounds who see his story as one of hope and resilience. However, these allegations risk tainting his achievements and influencing public perception of him as not just an artist but as a community role model. Many fans view Lil Durk as an authentic voice from the streets, someone who hasn't shied away from his past and uses his music to channel his struggles. They see his legal issues as a byproduct of the environment he grew up in, where violence was part of daily life. Conversely, some critics argue that Durk's continued association with crime contradicts the image he's tried to create as a reformed figure focused on positive change. Lil Durk's charitable efforts and role in community activism. Outside of music, Lil Durk has made significant efforts to support his community. His Neighborhood Heroes Foundation, for instance, is dedicated to improving educational opportunities and providing mentorship for youth in underserved areas. The foundation has launched initiatives in the Chicago area, focusing on programs that aim to prevent violence by offering young people alternatives through education and mentorship. In light of his recent charges, some Chicago community leaders have distanced themselves from these efforts, revoking honors previously given to Durk. However, many argue that his foundation's work has already made a positive difference and that his contributions should be seen separately from his legal battles. Durk's engagement with community issues has endeared him to many, as it shows a side of him that is committed to change. His foundation's work aligns with his music's underlying messages, which often speak to the consequences of street violence and the importance of staying resilient. Despite the current allegations, supporters of Durk's foundation believe his influence as a figure in the community outweighs his missteps. Critics, however, see these efforts as potentially contradictory to his actions, arguing that his alleged involvement in a revenge plot undermines the positive impact he claims to have in his community. The legal road ahead for Lil Durk looks complicated and uncertain. Federal charges such as conspiracy to commit murder for hire carry serious consequences, and if convicted, Durk and his associates face lengthy sentences. These charges come at a time when Durk was at the peak of his career, following a Grammy win and increased visibility in mainstream hip-hop. His fan base remains hopeful, but this incident casts a shadow over his future in music and raises questions about the extent to which the public can separate the artist from the alleged criminal actions. Historically, the hip-hop community has been supportive of artists facing legal issues, especially when they are seen as victims of their circumstances. For example, rappers like Meek Mill, who have faced legal battles, have received significant public support due to perceived injustices in their cases. However, Durk's case is different due to the serious nature of the charges and the potential for life-changing consequences if he is found guilty. This case tests the boundaries of fans' loyalty, especially given Durk's role as a mentor and philanthropist. Regardless of the outcome, this situation brings to light the broader issue of violence in hip-hop and the struggles artists face when their past lives conflict with their success. Durk's journey from his early days in Chicago to his rise as a Grammy-winning artist represents the challenges of breaking free from an environment marked by violence. Many argue that while hip-hop artists are often unfairly scrutinized for their backgrounds, the industry should address the pressure young rappers face in balancing success with loyalty to their roots. Lil Durk's recent legal issues highlight the complexities of his life and career. As an influential artist, his journey has been marked by success and hardship, with his music resonating with listeners who see his story as one of resilience and survival. His Grammy win and community work show a man who has attempted to rise above his circumstances, yet the accusations of orchestrating a violent crime paint a different picture, one that is hard for fans and the public to reconcile. Durk's future remains uncertain, but his story speaks volumes about the pressures and challenges faced by artists from rough backgrounds. While his music reflects the reality of life in Chicago's neighborhoods, his legal battles serve as a reminder of the toll that such an environment can take, even on those who manage to rise to fame. Whether he is found innocent or guilty, Lil Durk's story reflects the ongoing struggle between success and the violent past that drill music both represents and critiques. As Durk awaits trial, his fans, peers, and community will watch closely, hoping that his story takes a positive turn and that his legacy in music and philanthropy is not overshadowed by legal issues. His case raises important questions about accountability, redemption, and the role of artists as influencers and community figures, adding yet another chapter to the complex narrative of hip-hop. Lil Durk's life reflects a complex persona, balancing fame and the burdens of loyalty to his roots. His rise to prominence showcased a resilience that inspired millions, but his recurring legal troubles paint a different picture. His October 2024 arrest on federal murder charges underscores the constant struggle between his identity as a musician and the pull of his environment. In the public eye, Durk represents two worlds. He is a celebrated artist, yet also an individual ensnared by the world he once hoped to escape. His music tells the story of someone navigating the dangers of street life, but his recent legal issues highlight the difficulty of truly breaking free. Lil Durk's arrest exemplifies a journey that has been both inspiring and cautionary, showing that fame cannot always shield one from the consequences of past associations. His story is not unique among rappers, many of whom face similar challenges when transitioning from difficult backgrounds to fame. However, Durk's situation feels particularly poignant due to his unwavering commitment to authenticity and loyalty. For Durk, success and fame came with the weight of maintaining connections to his past, a loyalty that, while admirable, has proven perilous. Lil Durk's journey from a Grammy-nominated artist to facing federal murder charges epitomizes the struggle between personal growth and the inescapable weight of one's roots. Lil Durk from Grammy to Crash Out Dummy is more than a title, it's a reflection of the highs and lows of a career filled with both promise and pitfalls. Durk's story resonates because it's real, highlighting a painful truth for many artists who try to rise above challenging circumstances but are often drawn back by the gravity of their past. The duality of his life is a reminder of the complexity of fame, where success and vulnerability can coexist. As fans, we can only hope that Durk finds a way to navigate his path without succumbing to the pressures and pitfalls that have hindered him. His story remains a powerful narrative in hip-hop, a testament to both talent and tragedy, showing that while fame can offer an escape, it doesn't erase the past. In the end, Lil Durk's life is still unfolding. Whether he'll overcome these challenges or succumb to them remains to be seen. But his journey, from the Grammy stage to his recent legal troubles, serves as both inspiration and caution, encapsulated by the phrase Lil Durk from Grammy to Crash Out Dummy. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos. Also, don't forget to join the membership team for more exclusive content.